You have a very specific calling in this life, and you probably wonder why you're always kind of like with not so great people. There's something about your calling in this life, and I feel it. I can't quite vocalize it. I don't really know how to put it into words, but you basically don't bother with people who are already healed or don't have big enough issues. It tends to bore your soul. Your spirit knows that there's no job there. So you may not link with people who are put together or sort of have their life in order. You like the devilish ones, the ones that you're mentally clear that you need to see the truth about, that you already do and they need to see it, I guess. The ones that are conflicted, the ones that are stuck in life, the ones that are chaotic and impulsive, the ones that have detached from themselves, the ones who are stubborn and don't ever want to let go of anything or move forward, the ones who are set in their ways, the ones that are kind of avoiding making a huge decision in their life, the wolf in sheep's clothing type, the manipulative ones, the ones that like to get over on others, the fake friends, the frenemies, the enemies of people who really work behind the scenes to ruin people's lives. Yeah, you like those types. The ones who have been set in their ways since childhood, the ones that don't take care of their kids, their family, the ones that are stuck in mental thought loops and just sort of altogether mental traps that they have kind of stuck in their mind. The ones who would rather retreat and rest than to actually face anything. You get with the avoidant types. You like the ones that are cheaters. You like the ones that are always third-party situations and who are not loyal, and they're not even loyal to themselves. You love the ones who present as holier than thou and who everyone thinks is so great and in order, but they're lying. They're lying. Yep. Yeah. And here you come, wise and strong, peaceful, but you're a beast sitting on your throne. You just can't wait to assist them. You can't. You love the ones that take too much from others, who target the givers. And not only do you teach the takers not to take, and you'll show them why they shouldn't, you teach the givers not to give. You teach them to reciprocate and to find like-minded people. You show them what real power is, not false confidence, not operating with your ego to dominate others. You show them what it's like to be an actual leader. You show them what it's like to manifest instead of manipulate. You show them what it's like to really get the results you need doing things the right way, the way that your legacy intended. You show them that family is important, that marriage is a thing to respect, and that your kids should always be well cared for. You show them. You're the opportunity. You change their life. You change the entire trajectory of their life, and you give them hope. They don't love you in the moment, though, but you make them face themselves, and you do so very sweetly, but you can see right through them, and they know it. Oh, they know it. Their human may not know it. Their soul knows it. You may find yourself really being liked by some people, and those are usually the people that you don't need to help, so you don't really connect with them. But the ones that don't like you, the ones that have a problem with you, yeah, you're not going anywhere. You know why their spirit doesn't like you? Because it sees you, it sees who you are, and it knows what you're here to do. You're about to make them put the work in. You're about to make them be self-sufficient and take care of themselves and be independent and quit relying on others. You're here to just really even things out, if you will. Everything that's off balance, you're here to balance it out. You're here to smooth it out, to put things back in order. And you do so in a very blunt way. You see the truth, you know the truth. You make them say the truth because they know the truth. You make them face it for what it is. You say it out loud and you make them listen. They may be sad. They may be defensive. They may be mentally tormented by the time you're done. But I promise you, in the end, they will be looking ahead at their future. You turn the cycle around, okay? I just heard Robin Hood, what is it? I take from the rich and I give to the needy. You just balance it all out. You do. You make the groups come together again. You teach the ones who thought they were so in control that they're really not in control at all. And all the secrets that were being held sort of under the surface, the things that are kind of going left unspoken, you bring those to the surface. You teach people to use their intuition, to really see, you did know that the whole time, didn't you? Why didn't you listen to yourself? The people that are stagnant, that are forcing everybody to work around them because they don't want to take action, you put a little pep in their step. The ones that tend to absorb other people's nurturing qualities but don't nurture anybody else and drain them, you show them what a mommy is. You show them the dark side and the light side of nurturing. You show them what it's like. You make it go both ways. The ones that are getting drained and not emotionally fulfilled, you show them what it's like to demand respect. And the ones who drain others because they're not ever going to be happy with themselves until they ruin everybody else, you teach them to pour into themselves instead of taking from others. You encourage them to take that step and to not be so scared, but also not be so foolish either. To have just enough delulu that you're brave enough to take the step, but not stupid enough to be recklessly moving through life and ruining everything. Yeah. You might break some hearts. People may say you stabbed them in the back, that you were a painful ending. But baby, you're just a painful beginning. Because you do so with love. You really do. And then you leave. And you let them deal with their own shit. Because you've already planted the seed, harvested, watered it, put sun on it, and watched it grow just enough to know that your job is done. You leave people feeling confused. You leave people feeling a little perplexed, honestly, at what the fuck did you just do? You sometimes don't even know what you did, but you know enough to know that it's just what you do. You can't work with people who already have their life in order. If they're already good souls, your soul sees their soul and it keeps it pushing. No connection needed because you have a job to do. You've been doing this for many lives. I do feel that. I do feel that. Yeah, you transform shit, the shit that needs to be shaken up. You make people face themselves who never wanted to face themselves before. Call them to the front of the line. The ones who have kind of given up on life. The ones who just don't want to get back up. No. You're going to get back up. Come on, sweetheart. Your calling is not over. Come right over here. You teach them that they can manifest for themselves. Quit feeling so sorry for themselves. The ones who have given up on the future. Yeah. But most importantly, you really balance those scales out. You do. You know what you do. You may not know it in its entirety. You may not know why you do it, but it's your calling in this life. You sometimes do it in an underhanded way, not even intentionally. You don't even know that you're doing it, but just know that every location that you end up in and every connection you end up with and every job you have and every place you live and every friend you have, tell me it doesn't end in a completely uprooted way. Or that there's not a complete uprooting of the situation in the middle of the dynamic. Tell me. Tell me that people stay the same after you're gone. Tell me that someone has completely understood you. Tell me that you end up in situations that you feel that you're aligned with. There's a love-hate thing you do. Because your soul knows why you're there. Your human may love them, but your soul is there to do a job. It's not about who you love. You sometimes stay in situations that you feel you're in longer than you should, or they've ended quicker than you would have liked them to. Some learn quicker than others. So you stay till the job is done, whether that be 5 minutes or 5 years. I mean, it just depends on the situation, but you will make it happen. And sometimes you're doing multiple tasks in one setting, okay? You may destroy a whole friend group, a whole company. And by destroy, I just mean dismantle what they pretended to be. Because you're going to make them see the truth. And that's the truth. They may not like you, but they need you. And you've changed their life for the better, whether they admit it or not. But one thing is for sure, they'll never be the same. Doesn't that feel great to know?